Hello, you lovely bunch. No respawns here. Hope you're doing well. So I've got something a little bit different for you today, and I'm playing Degrees of Separation. Now, obviously, this is very, very different to the games normal play. However, the reason why I wanted to kind of do a good 30 minutes on this was that this is written by Chris Avellone. So those of you know who Chris Avellone is, he's the main writer on Fallout New Vegas, and he was also involved in Fallout 2, and he's been on lots of the Black Isle games, so anything like Baldur's Gate. So he's been around a while, and this is kind of quite an artsy, 2D platformer that he was the lead writer on. So I'm really curious to see what it's like. I have had a play around with it for about 5 minutes to get used to the controls, and it gives me quite a lot of heavy braid flashbacks when you think, because if you look at the art style and you can hear the music, it's very kind of a bit pretentious, but in a nice way, and it's very kind of artsy indie. It's that kind of game. We're very used to this style of game, and they're quite fun to play. So I'm playing it on PC, but I'm using an Xbox controller. It's going to be out on February 15th. It's developed by Moondrop, published by Modus Games, and it's going to be available on more or less all the major platforms. So Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and Steam. And now I've only got the British price in front of me now, so it's $15.99, but it'll be about, I guess, $20. And then whatever local currency you have, I have no idea if you're based in Australia, if it'll be like massively expensive or not. But anywho, so if you see the way it looks right now, so the kind of the gimmick or the USP of this game is that you can play at co-op, and you can control two characters. So one is a girl, and she's based in the left side, so the kind of the hot weather, nice kind of warm temperate weather side. The other guy, he's based in the kind of cold, and it's like kind of frigid, cold, freezing kingdom. And you can kind of switch between them, but it's like it's hard to describe it, but effectively you can manipulate the environment depending on which part of the screen is in the cold area and which one is the warm area. It looks quite cool. It's very, very braid. So I'm gonna now, even though you can play it co-op, as if I select, see, it says I can add another controller in, so I can have it kind of split, well, not split screen, but just same screen co-op. But you can obviously play it solo, because I thought that would be more relevant for what you guys would be interested in. And also, many of you are like me, where you're Billy no mates and ain't got no one to play with. So let's just jump straight in and see, shall we? I believe it has quite quick loading screens as well, so it's all good. The Bridge Between Kingdoms. So I kind of played around with this start bit a very small amount.
To a distant roar, like a great wind. Her dreams, usually warm and bright, had taken on the chill of ice and azure.
So it's got quite an art to that. I have no idea if it's kind of a romance game or anything like that. I'm not too sure. Or whether it's just kind of more of a, I think it might be more of a seasonal thing where they're like almost elemental. You've got that weird butterfly thing. And it controls exactly like any platformer you've ever played. So if you've played one before, you get it. Up we get.
Rhyme's dreams were restless, filled with dancing fires and a bright, almost blinding light. He dreamed of a great wind, a roaring in the air like some great beast, and the faint smell of sulfur jolting him awake.
I played for about 5 minutes, so I got a little bit further than this, and I thought, right, I'm going to go back. One thing I did notice is that, just before I jump over there, is that it doesn't seem to be so far. It's more about like pulleys and you moving stuff rather than switches and things like that. So it's kind of a bit more of a traditional platformer rather than, you know, go press this button and get this key. But then I only played it for about 5 minutes, so I'm not sure.
Of heroes, the lone defender of the castle in the heart of this kingdom of ice.
It's basically King of the North, is what we're saying.
Rhyme lowered the drawbridge of his castle. As to what it guarded against, he realized he had no idea.
So a lot of things I've noticed is like the switches are just things that you kind of use your body weight to pull down, so rather than, you know, buttons you specifically press. But I did see some quite cool manipulation in a sec, as you'll see.
As she emerged from the great oak that was her home, she noticed the once great trees of the forest were shattered, broken. It was as if a great storm had blown through, splintering all in its path, the roar that had awoken her.
See, one thing... Oh,
she ventured on, her curiosity growing.
Rude.
She climbed through the tree hollows.
So one thing I like about games like this is it's obviously quite artsy, which might not be, you know, good for some people. Maybe that's not the kind of thing you enjoy. But for me, it's like, it's an interactive book, and I like the kind of ambient mindset that you get through this. You know, I can imagine see myself playing this an evening and just kind of getting into the atmosphere that it provides, which is why I quite like it. Similar to something like Limbo, you know, it kind of makes you feel quite claustrophobic, or Braid, where you just makes you feel smarter. This is kind of, it's very high fantasy.
There was a growing chill in the air, and the branches stirred in the wind. The storm may have passed, but she knew another was on the way.
Don't seem to take falling damage. You don't seem to have like a health bar or anything, so I imagine if there is falling damage, it's just kind of insta-kill rather than, you know, quickly, you know, regenerate or whatever. It's quite, it's got a bit of, anime style to it almost, actually.
Rhyme felt a gust of warm wind and wondered if it had brought the wisp beside him.
So I thought that was a butterfly, but it's actually a wisp, apparently. Which doesn't look like a wisp. Just saying that, Chris. Looks like a butterfly, mate. Wisps are glowy. Obv.
The winds had melted the ice bridges, causing new drops and chasms.
Oh, wait. No, I remember this. Yeah.
But Rhyme could still use the cold to his
This is where I got to. Whoop. Make a snowball. Oh, God.
He ventured on to the edge of his kingdom. There, he hoped to find answers.
Yes, this is where I got to before.
The great fire that gave life to her land was dying. Fissures had cracked open tunnels in the cliffs, and great jets of sulfur erupted from the ground. Yet she knew she could use these to her advantage.
So I think this part is obviously semi a tutorial, and I think the idea is it's introducing to all the kind of different elements available. So for example, say with her, obviously it's gonna, you know, cause those steam vents to come up, whereas with him it's gonna be, you know, I can make snowballs and allow me to get over certain obstacles. I think the idea is that it'll change dependent on which angle. I obviously haven't been given the ability to switch between them just yet. I imagine that's soon. It's really beautiful though. Right.
Rhyme hoped he still had time.
Oh, good lord. I'm assuming there's a drop button. Oh. Great control work there, Davey. Fuck's sake. I'm trying to see if there's like a... Okay, just press down, not like drop, jump, and then down. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Alright. I don't know if you can get squished. I don't know if there's a death in this.
He passed the gates of his kingdom and found new tunnels revealed by the melting of the ice.
I imagine these two are going to meet each other in a sec.
The glistening water of the cave ran down the walls like tears, as if weeping at the melting of his world.
My gut feeling is they're never actually able to meet. And then at the end of the game they meet or something like that. Spoiler! Oh wait, was I meant to grab that one? Alright, well, too late now. Evidently not important unless it was some kind of secret, which I've missed. Ooh. Hello, hello. How do I switch over? Oh, did it say? So you just press... I'm pressing now L1 to move over. It's L2 or L2? L1, yeah. No, L2, L2. L2 is the bumper. Sorry.
Both stepped on the bridge together, matching each other's steps.
So I'm actually now controlling them both at the same time, but normally if you're playing co-op... I'm looking forward to seeing the complex puzzles.
Ember met Rhyme.
Oh, hi. Oh, I see. So you can tell which one you've got because that's the thing. Oh, so they can't actually hang out, but I can... okay. All right. So, and you hold... Come here. Okay, yeah, so you just switch over. Cool, all right. Ew.
A shimmering barrier separated them. On either side of this barrier, each carried their world with them.
Okay, so notice you got that heat lantern down there? It rises up. So it's going to be lots of... Oh, you got one up there as well. Lots of manipulation of temperature. Come here, you ball bag. Aha, that's cool. So yeah, I think what it's doing is it's subtly kind of getting you to notice how it changes in this intro section.
Yet clearly, someone had been here long ago.
Come here, mate. Oh, fuck it, I can just do that. I'm an idiot. I can see myself putting some Mogwai on, you know, some kind of bit of post-rock, and really zoning out while playing this. I want to see if I can get some of the hard... I imagine the earlier puzzles will be quite easy, but it's going to be interesting.
As they rode across the sky, the two caught sight of a great castle in the distance. And over it, a dark shape soared into the air and was gone. Perhaps there at the castle, they would find answers to what threatened their worlds.
I'm gonna go, come on, mate. Get your ass over here. Yeah, I'm getting, like, heavy braid feels from this.
Buoyed by Ember's warmth, they rose and descended when Rhyme's chill fell upon them.
Oh, okay. Right, so I'm gonna have to... Yeah, okay. Oh, aren't I clever? Clever, Davy. The only thing I'd say is a bit issue is getting, like, over the other person is a bit of a ball ache, but other than that... Oh, yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
Who had made these tunnels? There was no sign.
And it seems to be at least the AI of the other character is quite reasonably clever.
Only by working together were they able to move forward.
Okay. And they only, the person only comes when you actually call them, so... Oh, I can just leave her on there, can't I? Look at that. And it's very, like, quite psychedelic and colourful. Come here, mate. I like this.
The wreckage of great mechanisms, wheels, and pulleys lay along the path.
Oopsie. Okay, so he can, I don't know if she can drown. We'll find that out in a bit. Oh, I see. So I need to get him under there first. How many get? Actually, can I get him under there? Oh, wait, I need to get him first. That's it. Up we go. This one's going to take me a while. Okay. How am I going to do this? Oh, wait. Oh, she can actually do that. I'm an idiot. Not the sharpest knife in the drawer there, Davy. Come here. And let me up. And I'm assuming... There we go. I was thinking I had to get him under, but obviously he's never going to be able to come out. Down we go. It's kind of like common sense, but in the same vein, you can kind of spend a few minutes just kind of, or like a few seconds just... So I think, at least for now, the flows quite well, which is quite cool.
More structures lay ahead, forgotten in the overgrowth. Yet the road had been built with purpose in mind.
Getting him... that's the one thing I think. I don't know if there is a way for them to just walk by the other person, or you're going to have to kind of... Come here, you. Oh, no, that not far. No. Right, there we go. It's probably more fun with, oh, don't get squished. Oh, god damn. It's probably more fun with a friend. I'm going to assume he goes out there like that. Don't know why we're doing that for, but let's roll with it. Can I push that anymore? Nope, alright. What am I doing? No, you stay there. Come on there, Squire. Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's quite, I love games like this because I tend to find myself, I kind of zone out a little bit.
They came upon a mine and saw what the mechanisms were for. The walls glittered, flecks in the rock, shining like stars.
Oh, no, I don't want you to sit there. Cool.
It reminded them of the barrier between them, and wondered if there was a connection. Great power lay in the veins of rock, and someone had sought to claim it, and here they had failed.
Okay. Try to pay attention to what she's saying as well. In we go. And you. Oh. That's not what I need to do. There you go. Out you go first, mate. No. Sometimes the controls are a little bit confusing because you find yourself, at least with the multi, like that part, you find yourself getting a little bit confused. I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? And I keep pressing the wrong button, not paying attention, but it's all good. It's not too hard. It's more just, you know, paying attention.
No matter whether touched by cold or warmth, they noticed the ore held its color.
Oh, hello. Don't get squished there, mate. Right, so I need to do that again. Yeah, I think the main thing I'm doing wrong now, or at least the kind of thing that's kind of getting used to, is you'll find yourself, like, accidentally calling to them when you actually meant to... Oh, I see. She's too far that way. That way. I did get this one over here. But not that one. Whoop! Oh, yeah. I've just kind of... Wait, nope. Nope. Right, there we go. And then matey boy needs to go over there. And then matey lady needs to go over there. Look at that. Job's a good one. It's utterly fascinating. Trapped her now. That's it, love. You're a bit screwed now, I'm afraid. Okay, and then I just go there. Oh, and you can even, like, properly split up the screen as well. Okay. So you don't even have to maintain. The way they've done it is very, very good. I'm a bit confused now, though. I'm not gonna lie. But we'll get it. I imagine some of you are shouting at the screen now, being like, "Do that like that, David! You idiot." I'm also sorry in advance. Okay, I think I need to hang out that. She needs to go over there. And keep that on. You need to go there. Pull that down. And she needs to go there. And I think she needs to jump onto it. There we go. I'm an idiot. Up we go. There we go. Look at that. Not just a pretty face, everyone. I would notice the music stopped, though. I feel as if they need to keep that going. Where are we off to? It is quite got a nice atmosphere, this, though. And the puzzles are
Finally,
challenging, but
they
not too
emerged
much.
from the mine, and across the bridge ahead of them lay the great castle they had seen from the gondola.
Come on, mate. Obviously, the puzzles are almost certainly going to be tiered, so it's introducing you to the concept, and it'll then get harder, so... But they're not too difficult, it's more just kind of
And so,
common sense.
side by side, but with a chasm between them, Ember and Rhyme came to the castle gate and opened it together.
Do we, Any idea how we open the gate, guys and girls? Oh, it was X or B. I didn't know which one I pressed. It's fine. We're in the castle.
The castle, majestic from a distance, had fallen into ruin. Its halls empty.
See, this looks like Braid
Of the
right here.
ruler, there was no sign. Ash blackened the stones from a fire long ago.
I kind of feel this guy's lucked out on who gets the Pacific world. Alright, let's see what that does.
A great door, inscribed on its surface, a golden sheaf of wheat. As the scarf was taken, the door became brighter. Whoever had once held these scarves, the doors had opened for them.
Oh,
Perhaps
okay.
this world would hold the secret they sought,
Fair
and
dues.
remove the barrier between them.
Ah, so it's action is B, by the way. The red button. I imagine there are loads of secrets as well. Of course, I don't know them. So we've got to find these scarves. I imagine that's the equivalent of a key. Okay.
Another world opened up before them. Fields of promise stretching as far as the eye could see.
I wonder what...
But the fields lay untended, the farmers gone.
I'm wondering what these do. Oh, hello. Feel as if I've missed something out there. Okay, so there is one of those scarves again. Quite a few scarves actually. Bit of an interesting for a bit of a normal key myself, to be honest. So she has the very... Get out here, you. Ah ha 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 ha. See. Because she can't get through it. He, however, can. Oh wait, nope, too close. There we go. Very clever. Still not too sure what some of that stuff is, but it's all good. We'll manage. Okay. Ha 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 ha. And then we're gonna go back here like this. Look at that. They're satisfying, but still make you think.
And if it was like the first, it might open doors ahead.
Yeah, the puzzles are just challenging enough to make you go, but at least for now, I haven't upset yet. I haven't had my flow annoyed. What are you doing there, mate? Cheers. So, right, I'm going to need you.
Sulfur split the ground here. Fissures in the rock.
Oh, hello. I must have hurt her head a bit. Sorry there, love. I didn't really, should have given you a helmet or something. So I'm wondering whether... I don't know what these are. I haven't figured that out yet, but we'll, don't know what I'm going on there, but... we will see. Maybe that's just where the door is. Maybe I've missed one, potentially. We'll do it to about, another 10 minutes. So that way I don't want to show off too many of the puzzles for you guys, but at the same time, it would be nice to... I'm going to need to get you on here so he can a heart, so he needs to turn that one off. Okie dokie.
The fissure seemed to be recent, angry. But Rhyme was able to calm it for a time.
Calm down, Fishers, alright? Honestly, you're always causing a scene, Fishers.
Working together, Ember moved up and over as Rhyme froze the steam from the vents so she could pass. They worked well together.
Adorbs. Adorbs. Right, come here, you.
Evidence of the world's past inhabitants was all around them.
Sorry, love. So it seems to be point... Ah, I see. So those point to it. So, oh, there we go. But, Right, what are we doing here? Anything down there? Oh, hello, hello. Hello, hello. I feel bad, actually. She keeps getting suffocated.
The sulfur vents ran hotter and fiercer beneath the surface.
I'm wondering whether you need to collect all those, and it's just one of those things that collecting all of them will give you a certain ending. I get that vibe from them. Like, you're not forced to get every single one, but you need a certain amount. But I imagine the story will, oh, good lord, change a little bit dependent on how... there we go. How many you do. Right, mate, your turn to have a bit of vent fun. Oh. Oh, wait, I have to do her. All right. Wrong one! Oh, wait, now I have to... I see. Sorry in advance if you can hear that siren, East London, all that jazz. We've gone over this. If I can get him just enough. Okay. Fair enough. I think we're going to have to try and... I think they're in the wrong order. I think I would say I kind of wish there was a way to kind of get them to switch places a bit easier. Can she, no. Alright, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Come here, you. Nah, see, it's back there. Right, I'm going to figure this one out. Okay, so I've got all the vents. Interesting. So he can be affected by them. But not enough. Unless I'm being thick, which maybe I am.
Rhyme felt the heat carry him up. He felt elated, and for the first time in a long time, happy.
So I accidentally spoiled what I meant to do there. Fair. So I think I'm just meant to get her. And then, I need to get her just enough so he can, get it. So it must be like a... Yeah, so basically... Need to get them in the right position. Yeah, I think I need to actually maybe get her up higher. I might be wrong. Yeah. Maybe there's a way to... I'm curious. I think some of these are going to be quite kind of distance puzzles as well. I'm just trying to... Right, let's see if we can get this one done. Oh, hello. It's probably something a bit more complex than what I'm attempting to do. Yeah, I don't think it's that way. Okay, so it's not that way. So maybe I'm being dumb. Well, let's try one of the others. The culture, as I said, I don't think you're forced to do them, which is quite nice. So I have a sneaking suspicion that you can just skip ones that you don't want to do. And then come back to them, or maybe even potentially not even bother sorting them, which is actually quite cool.
Ember, for her part, was amazed at how Rhyme's presence quelled the vents so she could pass, and she was grateful.
Alrighty, well, glad that you two are having a whale of a time. Sorry that you're getting your head smacked into the wall each time. I'm going to try and get you out, yeah? Just give me a few minutes to figure it out. Right, yeah. Oh, hello. Nope. There we go. Alright. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that there because I think it'll probably take me about... It's one of this one, I'm determined to try and figure out this puzzle here, but I don't want to show you guys exactly how it works. So yeah, this has been an interesting little game. It definitely scratches an itch that I haven't had since potentially maybe Limbo or something like that, where it's just kind of a weird, slightly artier platform, which is going to be quite fun. Those of you obviously like this kind of game, I highly recommend picking it up. I said it'll be out on February 14th, and there'll be a link in the description to the Steam page, but obviously you can just search for it on your various Nintendo, PS4 and Xbox One stores, and it should be available to pre-order soon. As always, follow me on Twitter at norespawns. I will have a new Fallout video up there soon, as well as I'm going to finally get the next episode of the Don't Starve Let's Play. So you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, well, week, as it's just Friday evening, and enjoy your weekend too. You take care.